All right, now I want to continue along this thread that because I want to clarify, it is not that I am sitting here thinking women who are unmarried, single women, are unworthy of love. What I am getting at is because of the way that relationships are put forward, because they're generally a good, especially for women. Keeps them safe, it lowers their bills, it should lower your bills, it should lower your bills. Um, you should be getting something out of it that is financially helpful. This is how it actually is supposed to work. That's evolutionary, in evolutionary fundamental understanding. That's how it should be working. Not that he's supposed to be paying you to exist, that he helps, and that the key thing is, too, you help him. So I want to get back to this loss of time. If men, this is one of the things, is that because men can't lose that time, and this is where a lot of this stuff, like the weird stuff about like high value and the idea Samuel's been talking about, no, you're high value to others. It's not that you're high value to others. And this is true because so few men are in fraternities anymore or in social clubs. They don't understand being helpful to other men. Very few men are involved in gangs or organized crime, so they don't understand what it's like to be valuable to other men and to be absolutely trustworthy. That somebody's got to trust you with the location of their wife and kids, location of their firearms, location of their money, location of their stash. That you got to be trustworthy. They have to know that's do or die. That's the world of do or die people. This is also why Aaron Clarey brought this up. Why are criminals attractive? Criminals can be attractive because they have to be valuable to other criminals or they're just a bum. If they're valuable to other criminals, they might make money and they might keep you safe. It's just the way the world works, and that's why they're attractive. It's terrible, but that's the way the world works. That's why people marry soldiers too. Soldiers have a bunch of things about them that will keep you safe. They have discipline. They're guarding. They're mate guarding early. They're all this stuff. They have other men who find them valuable. So when women are really good at having relationships with other women, that they insist on each other's importance to one another, sort of like girlfriends being important to one another. So women having valuable relationships and being valuable to one another, that's not that strange. It's not that abnormal. But men are in competition with one another. But then we also have to compete as groups against other groups of men to survive. And that's when you become valuable to other men, or therefore high value. If you don't have the time to become high value to other men, this becomes a real problem for you to keep your wife safe, to keep your stuff safe, to keep yourself fed. This is why, like when there were men in fraternities and social clubs, they could provide for their wife's retirement by saving together, to the point where that's the origin of retirement. That's where retirement comes from. Now, retirement it doesn't exist anymore, and women are constantly burning their husband's time shopping and doing social things, and so the men can't meet and come up with a way of saving money together. This is not saving money with the government. So this is not handing money to the government and saying, protect my wife later. This is him saying, all of you men who I trust as brothers, we are going to protect our families and our wives and ourselves by pooling our money together in a way that is wise. We're going to use the fruits of wisdom to instruct us on this. And so when this spell has been broken by the women, that's the whole thing. The spell was broken by the women in our society. The men allowed it. because they thought the women were weaving a better spell, and they weren't. They just like being in good standing with some overlord or group decided power or something. Somebody's in charge, and they're on the good side of who's ever in charge. That's how it is. It could and should would be a better way, but there was another way. But it is how it is. And so I just want to put that out there that you catch this a lot with women being like, oh, high value, blah, blah, blah. And so, no, are you high value to others? Do others think, luckily, this person exists, or I wouldn't be able to keep my business open? Indispensability to other men. That is rare. In the workforce, that is rare. That is hard to find. That is why it's remunerated at the way it is. So I just want to put that out there because it was running through my mind, and the way that relationships are being put across, it's not that this man wants this woman to be his teammate for the rest of his life. No, it's being put as some kind of oppositional thing. He needs to do all these things for you to earn, so you get earned, and it's like, or you could be alone. Because men don't have that much time. We just don't have the time. And when you're old, none of you, because so many of you women are delusional and dishonest, you won't deal with. And so one of the key things that you're really going to have a problem with at some point, really, is old age. Where old men can teach the young men how to make money. You all don't do this. You all cheat each other so much. You're so cruel to one another. You women are so mean to one another. How you ruin each other's youths and lives. Not understanding that you can't compete with this young woman anymore. She's young and sexy. Help her. Help her become a happy old woman. That's not what you all do. You don't do what it takes to create generations of happy old women. Women are ruining women's lives in the Western world. Through the ballot box, through crazy social theories, and through shitting on the way things really do work. And yeah, and really playing out just kind of being in delusion. And it's really a baby boomer thing. It really is the baby boomers, and it is showing through in the Gen Xers too, of living in complete delusion about reality and never facing, no, you're going to get old. You should prepare when you're young to get old. That's the point. Like, that's why there's wisdom. That's why people remember things. Get ready for old age now. So, yeah. All right. Working about an hour and a half or so. Yeah, about an hour and a half. All right, later.